So in this video we are going to deal with the topic succession of plants. So in the last video we dealt what is actually the succession of ecological succession is. So in this video we are going to deal with the succession of plants. So when we discuss about with the nature of the habitat, we can tell that whether it is wet water, that is not, it is called as very wet area, or it is on very dry area, that is it is not watery, or it is very dry, then the succession of plants is called hydrarch or exarch. So it is called as hydrarch or exarch based upon the watery content of the nature, that is whether it is very wet area or very dry area. So when we discuss about the hydrarch area, it takes place in the wetter areas, that is it takes place where there is a high content of water, and the successional series progress that of this hydrarch succession is that by the process of this hydrarch succession, this hydric condition changes to the mesic condition. So the conversion of this hydric condition to the mesic condition takes place in this hydrarch succession process. When we deal with the exarch succession at the same time, that is which is opposite to the hydrarch succession, it takes place in a very dry area, that is here in this area there is no water and it is very dry, and the series progress of this exarch succession is it is converted from, that is it is from the xeric condition it is converted to the mesic condition, that is the both hydrarch succession and the exarch succession makes the xeric land with the or the area which is of xeric and hydric condition to the common mesic condition. So this both successions lead to the medium water condition, that is mesic, that is it is not too dry or nor too wet, so neither too dry nor too wet, so it is not xeric, neither xeric nor hydric, so it is at the medium water condition. So this is the, when we discuss about the nature of the habitat, then by the content of water, that is about the moisture content of the area, it is classified into two successions, that is hydrarch and the exarch. So both leads to the mesic condition, which is the medium water condition. So when we take a species and a bare area, so when we take two kinds, that is a species and a bare area, and in this bare area, if a species invade or if a species enters into a bare area, then it is called as pioneer species. So at the area, and for that area, this species is a pioneer species. So when we take the primary succession, that is on rocks, so we learned, we have already discussed that the primary about the primary succession and the secondary succession. If you want to know it in very detail, you can refer to my previous video. So for a point, I am telling that the succession is a process which begins where there is no life, that is the primary succession starts where rocks, that is lava, newly created ponds, so under places. So for the primary succession on rocks, these are usually lichens. So this pioneer species in the rocks are lichen. So these lichens can secrete acids . So these secretes acid in order to dissolve the rock. So this rock dissolution takes place by the lichens, that is the acids which are secreted by the lichens, and they help in weathering, then the soil formation. So the later it paves some way for us very small plants like bryophytes. So these bryophytes will be able to hold some small amount of soil in the particular area. So after the bryophytes, that is after the small plants, within a particular period of time, it is succeeded by the bigger plants. After several more stages, that is after several stages, the ultimate reach, that is the stable climax forest community is formed. So the final stage of the stable climax forest community is finally formed. When we take the climax community, it remains stable. the climax community can, after these several processes, can remain stable if there is no changes or if the environmental condition remains unchanged. So when there is no change in the environment, then the stability of this climax forest community will also remain unchanged. So within this period, so in this process, so within this particular change or this creation of the stable forest community, that the xerophytic habitat gets converted into the mesophytic habitat. So the xerophytic habitat converts into mesophytic habitat. So when we discuss about the primary succession, that is in water, the pioneers are the small phytoplankton. So when we take the bare area, the species which enter first, we call it as pioneer species. So there the pioneer was the lichens. So they secrete acids in order to dissolve rock. Here in primary succession, that is in water, the pioneers are the small phytoplanktons. So here is also a stable process which gives out the final product within a period of time. So here the primary succession in water, the pioneers are that is the first species which invade this area is called as is the phytoplanktons. And this phytoplanktons, as time goes on, they are replaced with the free floating angiosperms. So the first enters the phytoplankton, and then it is gradually time by time by the successive processes, by the environmental changes, comes out the free floating angiosperms, and these free floating angiosperms are then further rooted out by the hydrophytes, sedges and grasses. So this primary succession in water, the pioneer starts from the phytoplanktons and it goes with the free floating angiosperms, and these free floating angiosperms are rooted. So these are rooted by the hydrophytes, sedges, grasses, and finally, and after the final process comes out as trees. So phytoplankton, free floating angiosperm, roots rooted by the hydrophytes, sedges and grasses, and finally comes out the trees. But these processes may be very simple to tell, but there are a number of processes or number of changes this in this water body has to undergo in order to become the climax, or in order to reach the climax community. So here within a period of, or with the time being, the water body is converted into land. That is after the trees are formed, that is after the number of trees, many number of trees are formed, the climax will be the forest. So here also the climax will be a forest one. So in the bare area, when the species invaded, there was also the formation of the stable climax forest community. And here in the primary succession, after the entrance of the pioneer and the further development of the water body or the area, here the climax would again come as the forest. So within a period of time, this water body is converted into land. So a water body is also converted into the forest, that is the climax region, and the species which invaded the bare area, that is the pioneer species, gives out several processes and gives us out the forest, that is the climax forest community. So when we take out the secondary succession, here the species which invade, that depends upon the condition of the soil, availability of water and the environment, that is the seeds or other propagules present. So there will also the species that invade, so here in the secondary succession, the species that invade will depend on the condition of the soil. The condition of the soil is very much important for the species that invade the secondary succession part, that is this area which is about to undergo the secondary succession. So the water availability is very important, and the environment, as also the seeds or other propagules present here is also very important. But we already discussed that in the secondary succession, that is they are the natural biotic communities that have been destroyed by the human or man-made activities. So by the natural disasters or by human activities, the abundant farmland, so we know that there will be some soil content or some soil sediment present there. So in the particular area, soil is already present. So when we take the rate of succession in the particular area, the climax, that is the climax forest is reached more quickly when we compare it to the primary succession, that is the region in water, that is phytoplanktons. When we compare to that, here the climax is reached more quickly. But we have to know that what is more important in that succession, that is particularly primary succession. That is the main thing we have to know is the primary succession is a very slow process. So the succession which is of primary type is very slow, and in order to reach the climax, it takes about more than thousands of years. So it takes about more than thousands of years in order to reach the climax. When we take the succession in water and on lands, but when we take both land and water, so the succession process may be primary and secondary, maybe in land or water, but everything proceeds to the climax community, that is the mesic one. So the mesic is nothing but not more wet, not dry, that is not a hydrarch, and at the same time it is not hydrarch. So this is what mesic community is. So now we are going to see the diagrammatic representation of the primary succession. So here it is. Here the phytoplankton submerged plant stage is coming out, then the submerged free plant stage. So it comes out the forest. So forest is the final climax, and here is the red sweetworm stage, marsh meadow stage, then the scrub stage, and finally the climax forest. So this is the diagrammatic representation of the primary succession. So in the next video we will deal with the nutrient cycling. Thank you.